It's the reason why they got their first ever win against Stony Brook on December 27th, using a big third quarter push to get themselves over Stony Brook 63-60. So out of the media timeout is UMass-Lowell with the ball with a chance to take the lead. Idem with possession at the top of the perimeter. She follows over to Solis with only 2 points so far in the first half. Now Samaja Price had the ball mishandled, picked up by Vargas Reyes, and it goes over to Cox. And the ball nearly stripped away by Sanchez, and Sanchez is called for a foul when trying to reach in against Dingle. That's aggressiveness from UMass-Lowell if I've ever seen it, but she may have went a little too aggressive when trying to put up a similar strategy of a full court press as she did on that last play.
That's why Tom Garrick refers to Sanchez as the engine of this team. Just brings so much energy.
It's Dingle getting double teamed. That the ball away from Pagan is picked up by Idem. Riverhawks really showing some strong defense lately. Now we got Price with the ball, trying to push it inside against Cox. She can't. She'll move out to the top, over to Solis against Pagan, pushing her way into the paint. Had to go for a layup. It was too strong thanks to the bump from Pagan, and she picks up the rebound. Now Dingle fires cross-court over to Vargas Reyes inside the paint. Goes out on a layup, misses. Zeiss picks up the rebound, and she'll reset for Stony Brook as Dingle gets it.
Wow, talk about a heads-up pass. That was like a quarterback pass into a wide receiver.
And that was almost resulted in 2 points. So Cox right wing, she'll go up for three. Bang! Jonah Cox gets the second three-pointer for Stony Brook, and they get themselves up 18-14.
You got to convert on those open looks.
Scott didn't have one when she was open in the last time, but Cox able to do one herself. Tiana Sears going inside to Solis, nearly had the ball stripped, goes over inside to Sears, couldn't get inside, had to go on a layup, which was blocked by Zeiss and picked up by Dingle. Stony Brook defense continuing to put up a little heat against the strong Riverhawks offense. Now at the right corner is Cox open, almost thought about three, she'll push it in. Out to Dingle now, she'll push it in right lane, floater, rattling in and out. Pagan tried to get the rebound, and a loose ball foul's called against UMass-Lowell.
I like the energy that Dingle is bringing this team early on. She's making precise passes, and she's as aggressive as UMass-Lowell is being. So if she can maintain that sort of energy and that sort of awareness, that's a good sign for this Seawolves squad.
They like playing defense and show some of that when they're on offense. Dingle at the right wing, going inside over to Pagan. Haley out of strip, gets inside, fires out to Vargas Reyes, had the ball nearly stripped, and fouls called against Narimar when the ball was practically in the possession of one of the Riverhawks. It was an errant throw, it would seem. UMass-Lowell trying to stick with a little good one-on-one strategy to keep themselves in this game. 8:05 to go, Stony Brook up 18-14. So as Sanchez will cross the timeline, goes out to the left for Benoit Singh. She'll fire over to the top for Idem against Cox. Going to push her way in, goes up for a layup and connects. Idem putting up a little aggressive front two, and now it's a 2-point lead for the Seawolves. Dingle getting double team, works around it, gets over to Cox, inside over to Pagan, fires over to Vargas Reyes, lays it up and in, wide open. Well, that's what's going to happen when a defense is trying to go a little too aggressive when double teamed. You leave players wide open, and they'll be able to cash in on it.
Heads up play, rack up those assists.
And by Morrison had her ball stripped by Zeiss, she picks it up, gets it over to Dingle. She'll gingerly move over inside, over to Vargas Reyes, reverse layup, connects! Another strong effort by the sophomore from Florida Southwestern State, 22-16 Seawolves. Vargas Reyes putting up herself with 6 points in this first half. Now, Benoit Singh against Zeiss at the right wing, goes over to her right for Sanchez. Sanchez with the ball, almost got double teamed. She'll poke it inside. Had to go for a strong layup that didn't even hit the rim, and Cox will pick up the rebound. Now Dingle moving across the timeline. She'll move it inside, going on a contested flow there. Not enough, but Morrison picks up the rebound. Now it's Sanchez trying to go on a fast break. Poked away by Dingle from behind. She'll pick it up, going the other way. Trying to force it inside. You tried to lay it up and draws a foul against Ben Morrison. That's her second of this contest. I like the defense that Stony Brook is putting up, making some poke plays from behind when the Riverhawks least expect it.
Asia is just all over the place right now, but she is trying to force up shots inside. Stony Brook had numbers on the previous possession, and if she had kicked it out, she had John A. Cox wide open.
So Dingle will head to the free throw line. Her first shot is up and good. Isaiah Dingle does lead the team in assists with 59 entering this contest and 25 steals. She is just about 69% from the free throw line as she cashes both free throws in, makes it an 8-point lead for Stony Brook. One away from their largest lead of this game. They were up by as much as 9, then they allowed the Riverhawks to cut it to 1, but Stony Brook now up 24-16 with 6:34 to go in the first half.
But as we saw in the first quarter, Stony Brook up by a lot doesn't really mean much early in this game.
Seen a lot of large leads that hasn't meant anything when it's very early in the game. Item at the left wing, guarded well by Cox. Half the shot clock gone by. She'll move over to the top. Cox trying to stay on with her, taking a contested three that almost went bank shot in, and the rebound offensively picked up by Linda Savant. Now inside the Solace against Pagan, working her way in. Goes up for a strong layup and got it. And that's what the Riverhawks will look for in Denise today, as she is able to cut it to 6. Gigi Gonzalez with the ball now, crossing the timeline. Gets over to the left for Scott, inside over to Zeiss. Zeiss almost had an open look, tried to get the ball over to Gonzalez, ball stripped away by Warren. And she's just to go to her back now for Item, and she'll cross the timeline. Even the Riverhawks are showing some good defense early on. Item slowing it down against Cox, moves over to near the Stony Brook sideline, going inside to Solace against Pagan. She'll try to work her way in from the right side this time, trying to push it in, trying to spin move her around, goes to the layup, blocked by Pagan, goes out of bounds. And that's the defensive play that India Pagan needed against Solace today. Solace with 4 points so far. She's putting up some good fronts, but Pagan with her defense can help. So she comes out and brings in some more substitutes. Wool and Boucher in. On a quick inbound over to Savant, tried to get a layup, it was too strong, and the rebound's picked up by Wool. And now Stony Brook will get on the other side of the timeline. They'll slow it down. Scott, left wing, trying to go inside to Wool. She's well guarded. Fires over to the right wing for Cox. Sets up herself up for 3. Rails out of the right wing, misses, and the rebound's picked up by Warren. Now Item with possession. She'll cross the timeline. Out to the left wing. She'll move over to the top. Pushing her way in against Wool. Spinning around. Going on a tough layup. Got it missed, and Wool picks up the rebound. She is double teamed in the backcourt. Gets her way around it. Fires over to the right corner for Cox. Pushing her way in. Goes up in a spin move. Lays it up and in. Jonah Cox with 5 points in the first half so far. Having one of her best performances, it would seem, of this season. 26-18 Stony Brook.
I'm not sure how Leah Mori-Wool was able to slip out of that double team in the backcourt and take the ball up the floor.